Walking quick and dirty Land Cruisers. Today we are trying to figure out where this water is coming from that's getting into my passenger side floorboard. Okay, walk around here with me. So you've been finding water in your floorboard, either your driver's side or your passenger side. You read up on the forums, they're either suggesting it's coming from your sunroof, it's either coming from your windshield, or it's going to be coming from maybe an AC evaporator or something running underneath the dash that's dripping. Well, I've determined that mine is not the sunroof or the AC, anything to do with the AC system. So if you are having problems with the sunroof, here's what you need to look for. Come on up over here. There is a plate with a screw in it. If you could close up on this right here, there's a little plastic plate. The guys on the forum suggest taking this little, it's got one screw, taking that off, laying it on something flat, and seeing if it's warped. If they're warped, they tend to want to channel water their own direction and into your headliner and make it drip from there. If this felt is disintegrated, it's also could be part of the problem where when this is shut, it's not keeping the water from going over here. Instead of where it needs to be is on this side where I've got my pin here, because there are two rain gutters on both sides. Well, I mean, there's one rain gutter on each side, and I don't know if the camera can pan in on that, but there's a gutter here, and that's draining the water underneath the truck. Apparently up above, it's going to go down the A pillar here, and it can drain it down the B pillar. So you might see the truck, if you test it, pour water into that drain, and if you're getting water in two different places, typically underneath the truck, it's working fine. If it's not working fine, you can take an air compressor nozzle, force air through it. You can take weed eater cord, run it through to try to get it unstopped up. That's what I've done, and it seems to have worked. So I've done that on both sides, and mine seemed to be draining just fine. So then I came down to the windshield, and I determined by taking a spray bottle right here. The camera wants to get inside here. Taking a spray bottle and just spraying this seal right here in these corners. These corners are where the water is typically coming in. You see the water come in? So this windshield has not been properly sealed. It has been replaced at some point in its lifetime. And if you look here, this is where the water was coming down. You can already see the water dripping down right here. Can the camera see? See the water, the wet spot there? I've already cleaned this and dried it out, so I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So all this was getting wet. You can see it dripping right here into the floorboard. And so that's how I diagnosed where my water was coming from. So here's what I'm gonna do to fix it. One of the guys on the mud forum, if you're on one of these, you better be on the mud and reading the forums to figure out how to fix stuff. So here's what I'm gonna try, and one of the guys suggested doing this. I bought some roofing blackjack. It is a neoprene super flash cement. I don't know if this is the best thing. It's just what they had at my local Ace Hardware. It is a rubber series, so it's supposed to have a 30-year warranty. So this should last a long time, and it's good for wet or dry applications. And it should hold up in the heat very well. So what I'm going to do is take something like this and get my caulk gun, put this in my caulk gun, and run a bead. I'm probably going to take this right here and just kind of follow it, just to kind of give it some help, and just run a bead all the way down through here, and run it to probably right here. I think that would be enough. You really just need to seal this. I think I just need to seal this like an L here, and I think that will resolve the problem. So maybe I'll do a follow-up on this, but I'm gonna do both sides like that. The other side is leaking, but it's not getting into the floorboard. It's going straight down the pillar, or down the door inside of the chassis. It still probably needs to be sealed, but for whatever reason, this one goes right into the floorboard. Thanks for watching Quick and Dirty Land Cruisers. Please subscribe to my channel. Hey guys, thanks for watching Quick and Dirty Land Cruisers. You remember we went over the windshield with basically our roofing caulking, and I did, as I explained in the earlier video, I did a bead up underneath the rubber here and about to here, and then I used gas or mineral spirits or paint thinner to, you can use either one of those to clean up the mess. But we camped in the truck the weekend after that, I believe, and no water in the floorboard. I did both sides, even though I wasn't really even getting water on the other side. Surprisingly, I really thought I should be getting water because it was just going straight down the A pillar. So, but this one was getting into the actual floorboard, and everything's nice and dry now, so that worked. So if anybody wants to try that, instead of pulling your whole windshield out and having the whole thing resealed, I just did the corner. I did from about here to here on both sides. So that seems to work pretty good. Please subscribe to the channel so I can keep doing these videos. And thanks for watching.